We're back with another banger video, you guys. As promised, I'm going over the analysis that I sent out to our free Telegram group, t.me/Forexia. This analysis was for gold. It went 300 plus, almost 400 pips in profit. It followed exactly to the pip our analysis. So I sent this analysis out because I sent out a poll to the Forexia Telegram, and you guys had an overwhelming response to have me analyze gold. Hundreds of people wanted me to analyze this pair, so here I am. This was the analysis that I sent out on gold. Obviously, there's not much stuff on my screen. Those that can understand it can understand it. Those that don't, well, this is what this video is for. As you guys know, I've been trading for almost a decade now, and every single year I feel like my trading just gets more simplified. And honestly, when I send out an analysis, I don't like to have a bunch of stuff on my chart, so I have very little drawings on my chart as compared to a few years ago, and so I feel the need to basically cover exactly what all of this stuff on my chart means and why I had this analysis that I had. So take a look carefully. This is gold on the 4-hour time frame. We can see I was expecting a pump to the upside. This is actually Sunday, Monday, I believe. This was the past week, Friday. So this was the high of the week, right around here. And you can see I have the little red zone and a text that says final induction before the reversal. We also see a red line here that says 2000 psych price level, which means the 2000 psychological price level. That has a lot of importance as well. To the left, we can also see two big green candles inducing buyers. So I'll explain what that means as well. And also the two green zones are my take profit zones. For those that have been following me for years, you guys already know exactly what all this means. So let's go into it. This is what happened. This is exactly what happened. As you can see, this chart right here was posted Forexia.net, published on TradingView October 31st. Now today is November 1st. You can see it played out exactly as expected. And I also sent to the Telegram group a description of what I thought would happen. So I basically described that we would see a push up past the 2000 psychological price level into our induction zone to have that final induction to induce the buyers before the reversal. That's exactly what we can see here. That wick, this was once a big green candle up into this red zone that we have, the induction zone, and then a complete massive reversal. Let's see how many pips that was. This was in just a single candlestick 4-hour time frame, that was a 250 pip, 245 pip reversal. So you could have caught the induction move to the upside for about 100 plus pips, and then followed by a nice 200 plus 250 pip reversal to the downside, and we can see instantly our take profit 1 target was demolished. And then we can see from the top of our red zone to the bottom of our green zone, that is about 375 pips. So I'm going to get a blank slate on gold, and I'm going to reanalyze this and show you exactly why I basically had this analysis that I had. So before we start, all right, and this was an analysis before. Beautiful analysis. I'm actually not going to delete that, so maybe we can make another video in the near future. All right, so this is basically all you guys have to look at on gold to understand. Here we can see we have an obvious uptrend, extremely obvious. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to copy and paste the trend line. I don't like to have trend lines that are crooked. I need them to be parallel all the time. Never draw crooked trend lines. That's a BS move that the masses do, and people propagate, having imperfect trend lines just to connect the dots, but that's the least of what matters. So all you have to do is really see the general direction of the trend. We can see this is obviously an uptrend. From the bottom to the top, this was actually this Israel event. We actually caught this move right at the bottom here. Played out perfectly. From the bottom to the top here, sorry about all that mess down there, is about 2,000 pips. 1,986 pips. And now we can see, after that 2,000 pip move to the upside, I was looking for sells. Obviously, a lot of people were looking for buys. They were continuing the buy cycle, mostly because a lot of people don't know how to trade, don't understand human psychological emotions, and that's the basis of my understanding and my trading, is putting yourself in the shoes of the masses or the retail traders that don't really understand how the market works. They just understand support and resistance, follow the trend because the trend is your friend. All of that bullshit that is propagated by the masses, by the media, by the brokers, by the institutions that want you to lose, right? Because it's you against them. It's not us, as in everybody against a small group. I mean, in a way it is, but this group, we have to understand that the ones that lose all the time, right, 90% of the time, the masses lose. It's because of the information that we're taught. So we're taught to follow the trend, blindly follow the trend, because apparently the trend is your friend. So all of that BS brings us to where we are now in our understanding of the market. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully give you guys the tools and understanding throughout this analysis to get you in the proper mindset of how to think when you're trading and exactly why the moves, why the moves are being made the way they are. So first of all, what I like to do is obviously plot my trend lines. Like I said, parallel trend lines are the best. And then what I also like to do is I like to plot out the consolidation. Let's change this color. It looks kind of ugly already. So here we can see an obvious consolidation. This was a pretty large range of consolidation, but you can see all the size of these candlesticks. They're all basically the same size, right? Not all of them. Some of them are smaller than the others, obviously. However, if we look just to the right of this consolidation, where they broke out of this consolidation, we have two absolutely massive stellar candles. This 2-candle move, this was in 2 hours, they shot up about 250 pips. So that was obviously going to trigger a lot of buying liquidity, or buyers, induce a lot of buyers into the market. Now, what else do we see here? We can also see that it wasn't just buying at any certain specific area, right? They're not just inducing at any random place. They're inducing off of the highs, right? Here we can see, we're going to highlight the high right here, another high right here. So right above here, there's going to be a lot of traders, liquidity, in the form of buy stops and seller stop losses. So if you're a retail trader, if you're one of the masses that are trading this, and you want to catch this uptrend, right? Other than just buying off of the trend line, you're also going to place your, buy stops or whatever off of the high of the day. That's what a lot of these breakout traders do. So you can expect a lot of liquidity in the form of buy limits, buy stops to be right up here. So we can see within 2 candlesticks, 2 hours, that 250 pip move was to trigger a lot of these buyers. Now, let's forget about the orders for a second and just understand the psychology of a lot of the masses and retail traders. When I first started trading, I watched this video on YouTube, and they were like, yeah, if you see a big green candle, bigger or red candle, whatever, a big candle that's bigger than all of the other candles, that means momentum, volume, all of these keyword bullshit. And they're like, just buy if it's a big green candle. And I'm sure that video has millions of views by now. And I'm sure there are hundreds of thousands of traders that actually take that to heart and actually believe that, oh, big green candle, we're gonna buy and make a lot of money just going with the trend, following the momentum. And obviously it's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of BS. It's all about stirring up your emotions in order to get you into the market, take a trade, and then reverse the trend against you. The trend is not your friend, okay? Unless you get in before the trend is actually made, get in on the reversal, then the trend will never be your friend, okay? In this case down here, we got in after this downtrend. We got in at a buy right down here, and the trend turned into our friend. But before anybody even saw that this was a trend, we understood that a reversal was imminent. Why? Because of exactly what I'm telling you right now. Understanding how the masses think, how the large conglomerates think in order to manipulate you into taking terrible decisions. But you don't believe they're terrible decisions because you made your decision based off of information that you were predisposed to, right? Information like, oh, follow the trend. The trend is your friend. No, that's all bullshit, you guys. If that was really true, 87, 95% of traders wouldn't lose 90% of the time. Right? There's a saying, 90, 90, 90. 90% of traders lose 90% of their account within the first 90 days of trading. Why is that? Not only because they can't control their emotions, but it's because they don't understand the basic logic behind the market. All right, so we have some different factors here. We're going to actually start labeling them. High. So here's a high right here. Here's a high right here. This is a little bit lower high. So this high and this lower high could actually be inducing sellers as well into the market, thinking that this is a sell, right? Before they make this big induction move. This induction move was to stop out as well all of the sellers that thought that gold was going to reverse. Now, after these two big green candles, induction candles we'll call them, what happens? Well, this was on Friday. This is important to understand because this is actually the high. This makes the high of the week right here. The market closes. 1 second. The market closes and it opens Monday. Sunday, Monday, right? Opens right off of this high. And then what do we see here? We see a nice little induction trend inside of our larger uptrend. But we can see, we can take this, copy and paste the parallel line, put it right around here. This is a nice little trend for all those little retail traders to follow, right? Oh, it could be, where we got to a ceiling or a resistance level, and we should start selling now, right? And we're going to go with this little trend that we see here, start selling off of this trend line, right? This is all just a big playground for manipulation. How many people started selling off of this trend line here? Obviously, there were a lot of people. Otherwise, this move wouldn't have happened. Why did this move happen? Well, just like how this move happened, where there was a lot of traders most likely selling into this this move here, this possible, what looks like a change in trend. It's the same concept from earlier, this move, we can see right here. So this is the final induction to not only induce buyers one last time, but also hit the stop losses of sellers that were selling inside of this trend, inside of this downtrend. Remember, the trend is never your friend. It's clear right here that the trend is not your friend because stop loss was hit. Well, imagine being someone that their stop loss was hit, and then price comes back down and closes right next to this trend line here. Anybody could see that as a support trend line level and start buying with the larger overall trend. How many traders do you think were doing that? Obviously, a lot, because that was the catalyst to the reversal. 2 hours later, we can see this entire move, 250 pip move, was completely reversed against in about 4 candles right here. Let's see. 2 candles out of, well, let's count that little third doji, whatever. About 3 candlesticks later, 150 pip reversal right off of this trend line. So a lot of traders, like I said, believing that the trend is your friend, doing what they need to adjust their little trend line to make it look like, oh, it's going to line up here, it's a support, I'm going to start buying, going to make millions. And then what happens? Obviously, the trend goes completely against them. The overall larger trend that we can see here, which was needing a reversal, completely reverses against them, right? So let me explain as well the psychological level. We can see right around right here, right around there, 2000 psychological level. Would you look at that? Absolutely beautiful confluence, right? What is a confluence? It's multiple factors that that traders can use in order to confirm their bias, right? This was a 2000 price level in conjunction with this trend line, right here, how many traders used that and all of these wicks and whatnot to confirm that this sell was going to happen? See? There was obviously a lot of liquidity built right up here in the form of stop losses. And remember, right here is the high of the week. We can see that gold literally went from, we can see in 2 candlesticks, shot up about 125 pips to grab all of the stop losses and buy stop orders right up at the high of the week. Right there. Boom. And then completely reverse against them. That was the catalyst to the reversal. Now, for those that have the eyes to see, and for those that have been following us for years now, you can also see something very beautiful here. We can see the nice, here we go, a nice, oh, what the heck, come on, give me the brush. Why the hell? Alright, I don't know why that's not working. Okay, we can see a very beautiful and obvious wedge pattern here. And for those that have been following, we know that the wedge pattern is just another way to manipulate the masses into believing that the trend is going to follow in the direction that they want. So we can see the price coming to a point, and we have an intersection of the bottom trend line here, or excuse me, the top trend line here and the bottom trend line here, creating, squeezing price into a point at which it must break out of. That is another reason why a lot of retail traders were buying this upside move, thinking, oh, I'm just going to go with the trend. Now, let's go over why I put my take profit levels where I put them. We can see one at 1987.5 and the other at 1970. 1987.5, right around here. So I placed my first TP right around here, because there's this is an obvious level that price likes to go to search for liquidity. I don't know why this brush isn't working. It's pissing me off. All right, there we go. All right, we can see price spikes up right around this level again, 1987.5, and then reverses off of it. Once again, spikes up for liquidity, 1987.5, and then dips down a bit, and then comes and smashes through that level, induces the buyers, creates that wedge pattern, and then the signature trade, Forex signature trade forms, the breakout of the signature trade, inducing retail traders to buy once again, the final induction to the highs, and then a complete reversal off of that high. So first TP is right here because we expected, right, the reversal of this trend, and we expected it to get to that level because it got to that level before. It looks like price likes to seek that level. And then the next price level, what was it? Right around 1970. This next price level. Well, before I move it into that price level, I'll just show you guys why I had it here. Here you can see nice wick, another grab for liquidity right here, and we can see a level right here where it looks like the market kind of uses as a support or as a liquidity area. And we can move this TP level right down here, and we can see we got to exactly 1970, practically to the pip. The full reversal from the top to the bottom was 378 pips, give or take a few. If you add in the induction to the upside, it was another 150 pips. So in total, you guys could have caught like almost practically 500 pips in this one single analysis that I sent to the free Telegram group. Once again, you guys, the Forexia Telegram, free Telegram is right here, t.me/Forexia, or just type in Telegram Forexia, whichever one you'll find us. Also, we have the signature trade course on our website, forexia.net. We also have a free signature trade course where you guys can understand this entire concept, this entire understanding. I literally transplanted my brain into a beautiful course for you guys, and it's free at forexiapro.com. I don't think that's the exact domain, so just go to Google and type in Forexia Pro free signature trade course, and you guys will find it. All right, hopefully this was enough for you guys to understand my analysis, my understanding of the market, why I chose to take a reversal, take a sell position at this exact price level, why I chose to draw out these arrows like I did. Obviously, these arrows are my price projection into the future, and you can see it played out perfectly. So I don't think I have much else to say, you guys. I'll try to upload more often. I'll most likely upload a lot more often. I finally got moved into my new house here in Costa Rica, so I will keep you guys updated. I might post some like day in the life videos or something like that in the near future. So if you guys want to join us, just go to, like I said, t.me/Forexia. And here we have a free Telegram channel, but also inside of that Telegram channel, we have a group chat or community with thousands of members as well, where you guys can participate. I'm in the channel and the chat every single day, so you guys can contact me. We can chat anytime. You guys can send your analysis to the group. Everybody in that channel, what's special about it is they all have the same concepts. They've all been taught and understood the Forexia method and the signature trade and all of that good stuff that I've been teaching for almost a decade now. So you guys can go to the Telegram, find the group chat link. It's in the Telegram. Just search for it. A little bit of searching, and I promise you'll find it. And join the community. This is a beautiful community of thousands of members. We're just trading together every single day of the week, obviously except Saturday. But that's where you guys can find us. That's where you can find me. We can bounce ideas off of each other. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, if you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.